And see clearly now, Mike Ashley's gone. Baby stretches.
Right. Check the mic.
Mic
check 1, 1, 2. I feel not dead tonight. We're kind.
And the whistle crew, it starts to blow.
So yeah, welcome back to episode 4 of the FILTA. I'm Steve.
I'm Bootsy.
And yeah, thanks for watching. Just want to start off by saying thanks for all your support, and your views so far. The first videos just done 1,000 views there, which is overwhelming. I mean, we said in the last one, like, we didn't think we were going to get 100 views, so to have 1,000 now on episode 1, which is, it was dead rough. We'd had a drink, it was unplanned. It's like I say, it's just a bit overwhelming. Today's episode, it's midday here in Australia. The Fury Wilder 3 fight's on in a couple of hours. So plan today is going to do our fight predictions now. Then we're going to get some kind of reaction videos during the fight. Then we're going to jump on and do our post-fight kind of thoughts as well. Can you just check the camera's filming?
Did you not press record?
I don't know. I've pressed record on here. I don't know if it's recorded on the camera though.
Aye.
Aye.
Taking it. You seen the state of my hair? And me beard. I look like fucking Newton Faulkner. There's a place I go.
Well, the barbers are open tomorrow. That's actually a thing.
Oh yes.
Lockdown's kind of eased from tomorrow, so you'll get your haircut this week. Walk here.
Oh yes. Need more lockdown haircuts, eh?
No, I've got it. I go on now, cheers. Any updates on the whole Johnny saga?
Nah, not really. Like, I put one of our pals message. He actually knows this Johnny character, and he says, it's been confirmed this week that Johnny doesn't even know how to fart, and he's griefing us. You know what I mean? And basically, he should just find himself, like wake up to himself before he starts criticising us. So, apart from him, we had one more bad comment, but the lad's been on the phone and said sorry this morning, which is nice of him. But apart from that, all good. So, Johnny, get yourself over here in Australia. There's loads of people there finding themselves there again.
Yeah. I think before we move on to the whole Wilder stuff, we'll have to address obviously the great news in Newcastle upon Tyne. What's happening?
Unreal. So basically, I think Mike Ashley seen my video last week. He must have, mustn't he? And I sent the tune. So our first video knocked the internet off, knocked Facebook and Instagram off, and our second one knocked the internet off, and the third one, Mike Ashley seen it and sell the tune. Happy days,
Delivering the lads.
Aye.
But very exciting times on Tyneside. It feels like for the first time in a lot of years there's like prosperity.
Did you see the footage, man, when Sky Sports actually announced it, man, and there was like, fuck me, it looked unreal, man.
The streets were absolutely rammed with people at St James's. It was class.
The same when the World Cup was on at home, though, you know what I mean? Like what a buzz for people at home. Like, the football's been unreal. Like, had so many years when Newcastle's just had it so shit, and then finally get this news. Like, it basically happened out of nowhere, really, because like the whole piracy thing got settled, and then within a couple of days it had been sold. So
it's about time that that's a good look as well. I've had so many years of like bad luck and whatever. It's good that we're finally getting the change that we've wanted and needed for all these years. But I see them obviously now we're the richest football club in the world, and we're 15 times richer than
the next one,
City, wasn't it?
City's the next one.
Now apparently the top 6 are all twisting it with it.
I've spat the dogs and rightly so, like, because we are now considerably richer than you.
It's the Premier League's like a friggin' Harry Enfield sketch, isn't it? You're always saying that, and then you've got the scout says, hey, calm down.
They spend too much money in it.
They do. Wasn't that when they were spending all that money, though? Do you know what I mean? It's
It's pathetic, like, because as soon as Newcastle get a little bit of money, they'll spit the dummy out. Why? What, can the North East not have some
the best club in the world, that's why.
We will be. We're literally massive now, like the most powerful, like, richest club in the world. It seems mad that in the world, like,
it's crazy, isn't it?
And it's nice, because the owners have obviously stuck in and like they wanted us, and they've fought for like 2 years or even longer. But out of everyone in the world, they could have chosen us, which is good.
That's what's her name, Staveley?
Amanda Staveley.
Yeah, she seems to be like straight in, making changes. She's saying she want to have the winning the Premier League or something in 5 to 10 years, you see.
Aye, it's just been on the phone to Shearer and that, man. Like, Shearer's got a role. It's the turn of the entertainers, eh?
Who would you like to see as manager?
Wait, there's loads of names getting hired about, but for me, and that's not everyone's first choice by a long shot, but just for me, he was Bobby's apprentice, and he was Bobby's mate, and he's always saying he's got a soft spot for the tune and that, so for me it's got to be Jose. Mourinho, aye. But aye, that's just my opinion, but I would love to see Kevin Keegan back, you know what I mean? Fucking hell. That would be...
Imagine.
Aye. I thought of a song in that. You know, when all this was happening, like, I thought of a song. You know, if someone else might have sang it, I don't know, but I'm gonna claim it, like, in so take it away.
You can.
I can see clearly now, Mike Ashley's gone. I can see no more obstacles in my way. And then you could say something like, in our darkest hour, the Saudi come. It's gonna be bright, black and white. We are the Toon Army. Aye. What do you reckon?
Round of applause. I like it.
I was like Desiree. there, like.
Get it.
Aye, so moving on anyway. What we're main topic, like.
Aye, so I can see the boxing's just started there. If your last title being Fury Wilder 3, I've got to say I'm very nervous. I was nervous for both fights.
Yeah, we're going again.
Do you know what I mean? But I feel a bit more nervous. My prediction is I do think Fury's going to win, and I think he's probably going to win every round. He's either going to beat him on points, or he might stop him later in the fight. I can't see Wilder winning any rounds, but you never know. He might.
See the size of him?
He might knock him out. Aye, but that's the thing. He looks in unbelievable shape. Wilder, to be fair.
Yeah, pure athlete, isn't he?
I think he's the heaviest he's ever. He's definitely the heaviest he's been.
He looks massive.
In the 3 Fury fights. Obviously because he's going for the knockout and that. But he put weight on for the second fight, and it didn't necessarily help him. His legs were like jelly. So I don't know if he's going to be at a disadvantage by putting even more weight on, and he might just gas by like the 5th or 6th round again. You know what I mean? Fury's the heaviest he's been out of the 3 fights as well, and obviously putting weight on for him in the previous fight really worked to his advantage, and he just pure bullied him all out of the ring, didn't he? So I'm hoping a lot of the same, but I'm just hoping Fury's just going to school him in, he just box him and just try not to get caught in any big right hands, you know what I mean?
Just put my cap on because I look like a right clip. Gathered on the World Wide Web, I've got a bouffant. Ed Sheeran.
That's my thoughts. I think Fury's going to outbox him, but that's just always that doubt that he might get caught with a rocket. But Gypsy King all the way, what you said.
Is that your prediction?
That's my prediction. Fury's going to beat him.
Now it is, I really want that to happen in like what I've been talking about it not even all week, like for months, like, you know what I mean?
Yes,
like, every time this fight comes around, we're having an absolute disaster, like, but like I was saying, like my head's saying that Fury to outbox him by a million miles, but there's just something in the back of my head that's, if he just gets caught one of them bombs, man, like surely you can't keep getting up off them, man. Jesus. But I've been watching the press conferences, you know, like you have as well, but before we started this, I said, like, I hope you haven't seen what I'm going to say. You might have seen it already, but did you see what Fury said to Wilder when he was twisting?
The weigh-in, or?
Nah, he's been twisting about his gloves again, about the horsehair.
Alright.
Did you see it?
No.
Well, basically, Fury's came out and says that it's not horsehair in his gloves this time, it's Wilder's wife's pubes. And he says she needed a trim and all that, and he's hiding all the hairs in her gloves. It's minging that, but it'll be in his head. Now if he's not angry enough already, he's going to be like, how dare you? But now he's going to come out sweaty. Right, I think if there's not an early knockout, Fury maybe might knock him square out in the first round, because he's going to be coming out stringing bombs again.
The way I look at it, right, in the first fight, like, Fury won that fight, how you know what I mean? Like, Wilder won 2 rounds.
Yeah.
He had a couple of moments in that, but he got comfortably beat off Fury in the first fight. That was when Fury wasn't anywhere near his best. He came out from a long hiatus. He had a couple of warm-up fights and all that. And I've said this before in a previous episode. So if Wilder couldn't knock him out then, when he wasn't at his best, in the 12th round, and he got up of his best shot, what chance has he got of doing it when Fury's like much more, like, you know, he's got a better training camp with the Kronk. lads and all that in Sugar Hill. And he's in probably the best shape he's been in, like mentally and physically. I can't, if he couldn't do it then, he's probably not going to be able to do it now. Do you know what I mean?
Answers on a postcard. What the fuck's a hiatus?
Hiatus, like a period of away, like a break.
Oh, I see. So we've spoken about this before. Steve uses words I can't comprehend, you know what I mean? Went to Harvard University. Do you know how to fart? I think my arm
Hey, is there anything we want to add on to this bit?
Right, so what's your prediction?
Right, I'm going to say Fury stoppage in the later rounds, like maybe like 9th, 10th or something.
Oh, I'll just get it on a whim then, and I'll say early knockout for... As much as I don't want it to happen, I'm saying early knockout, a pure upset. And then where do you go from there? Nah, fucking then Fury. I'll say fucking Fury all day. Where do you go from there if Wilder does win? Where do we go from there?
Well, you know what? With Fury, he always says in his interviews and that, it's not about the belts for him. He gets up and trains twice a day, and to keep his mind right and to give him something like positive to do, and it's obviously for his mental health as well. And I think he's such a classic, like kind of old school fighting man, as he says, that he's one of those blokes who'll go, right, I got beat off the better man in the day, fair enough, good job. And then he'll just go back to training and he'll come back. I don't think it'll bother him. Me, personally, the type of bloke he is, like...
I've got a worry for him. I think if he was to quit boxing, because he's always saying, without boxing I'm nothing, like I worry about him, but he can always have a future in boxing, like he's an absolute hero, like whatever.
You don't have anything, because of AJ's defeat, if Fury does get beat, it kind of makes the heavyweights even more interesting. It's like everyone's going to fight each other, do you know what I mean? It opens it all up again. Do you know what I mean?
Alright, so...
Anyway, I think...
so the fight is going to come on before long, like we get it at a really good time in Australia, like when it's in Vegas. We get it round about 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's one thing I don't miss about England is getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning to watch boxing.
Well, now the lads, they'll be up doing all sorts what they shouldn't be. But so we're going to get it about 4 o'clock, we're going to sit and watch it, and then we'll get back there with a bit of a reaction. Aye. Sweet.
Signing off for now.
Kushti catches in a bit.
There's only one Tyson Fury!
Walking in Vegas,
Jesus.
I fuck, my voice is fucked.
I know, my voice has gone and all. What an emotional rollercoaster that fight was. First of all, absolutely solid fight, absolute war. Fuck me, there was some moments in there where I was getting nervous.
It was like a Rocky film, that like?
It was like something of Rocky. But yeah, like, Wilder came out strong in the first round, and I thought, oh, he looks
digging his body in that.
Looks like he's made some good, like, changes. Yeah, he was throwing them big, strong jabs to the body, and I was thinking, fuck now. And Fury didn't do much in the first round. I thought, shit, this is not how it's going to get on.
I was worried at the start, like 100%. I was.
Yeah.
You called him like constant.
And then round 2, Fury landed a few more cleaner shots. Wilder didn't really land any. He was throwing some shots. He wasn't really landing clean headshots. Round 3. Fury dropped him, and fucking hell, we were ecstatic. You'll see from the reaction videos.
In that Fury landed a beautiful right hand.
Isn't it? That's how it is. Can't believe it made it so early as well.
I know.
Especially when Wilder started so well.
I know. And then at that point I thought, it's going to be much the same as the second fight, But my God, hats off to Wilder. Like, he looked knackered from the 4th round, but then he scored a knockdown, 2 knockdowns in the 4th round.
Move! Get over there! Jesus! Oh! What's going on here? No.
He's hurt, fellas.
Get up! It's the end of the round!
Was it the 4th?
Was it the 4th? I think it was the 4th, you know.
Aye.
We're so behind, you know what I mean? So full of adrenaline watching that fight.
It's a blur,
aye.
Jumping all over the place.
But I was worried there. But he got dropped towards the end of the round, and then he was kind of saved by the bell a bit, wasn't he? Because he was looking a bit, knackered.
Now with boxing and stuff like that, I don't normally jump around like a lunatic like that. But it's just with some of the Fury, like you just need him to win. You need him to win that much, man. You get out invested in it.
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell, it's not good for the heart, like.
And then after round 4, when Fury went down, to me, he won every round after that. And
I bet the commentators were saying how close it was.
I had Wilder winning the first round, and then the round where he dropped Fury, the 4th, I think. And then, but other than that, I had Fury winning every round. He was just throwing loads of combos, landing loads of good shots. Had him in trouble, didn't he, against the ropes loads of times, throwing combos.
But then what round was it when Fury was hammering into him and then he got caught? What the hell is digging? I thought the girl saved that a bit, mate. But I don't know, like fuck me. Unreal fight, like I can't get out how good it was. Like mint.
And then like I said in my prediction, I thought that the extra weight what Wilder put on could be like his disadvantage, and he would get gassed, which he did. He was getting gassed from like the 4th and the 5th onwards, and he was just wobbly on his legs again, wasn't he? And,
Mystic McCurrick.
Mystic
man.
Didn't I say Fury stoppage in the later rounds? But yeah, great performance from Fury, but Wilder showed a lot of heart as well, just to still be in there.
Well, yeah, he did show heart.
You know what I mean?
You know what, man? Fuck me, when Fury just completely comatose him at the end there. Boom! Down he goes! He's just clinging on, like. Howard! Stay in the fucking Murray! Stay in the Murray! Kill him! Mug! Yeah! Yes! Fucking kill him! Oh, yes! Yes! Get it! Yeah, he didn't know where he was. And then obviously the fight got stopped and what have you, and Fury's went out to be a good sportsman and all that, and Wilder's
left the ring.
And then he just took off, like what's that lad like?
Yeah.
He does himself no favours. And there was a point in the fight as well where he was holding onto his hand, and then he throws up the wicked dig with it. What's he doing? What's his game like?
That's probably going to be his first excuse, isn't it? I had a broken hand.
I had Wanker's cramp.
But
had
he been doing his stretches.
Flicking one off the wrist.
But and then obviously stoppage in the 11th round from Fury.
It was a stoppage, like the referee obviously stopped it, but there was no chance he was getting up there.
He was knocked spark out.
His eyes were spinning, he looked like he'd been howling the monkey.
I'd be very, I'm quite interested to see if he does come up with any excuses this time, because how can he? Do you know what I mean? He's been, arguably he got beat the first time, most boxing fans would probably agree that Fury won that first fight. It was a controversial draw. He obviously punched him all out of the second fight. Third fight was a very tough fight, to be fair. Probably the close, I don't know, would you say closest? It was just a war, wasn't it? It was just a bit of a war. But whenever you thought Wilder was down and out, he would land a big shot again.
That's a thing with him, man, you've got to be careful. Now, what was I going to say? So I don't know about the fans in the UK watching like the fight and that, like the fight fans. Like what the commentators are like, but over here, all 3 fights we've watched it over here, and they're all saying how close it is, how good Wilder looks and all that. They've all got it comes up like their scores on the thing, and they've all got it like very close, if not Wilder winning, and they're on about Wilder's knocked him down twice and all that, as if he's gonna win the fight. Like, what are you watching here?
It got to like the 8th round and they showed the judges' scorecards and it was a draw. I was thinking, I really hope to God this doesn't get to the scorecards because they're gonna make it a draw. But I was like, how? Are the judges blind or something? I was just hoping that Fury finished him, because you kind of. I was literally saying during the fight, right, if this goes to a draw, I'm not watching boxing anymore. I'm done with it, because that would have been a pure travesty. Because other than 2 rounds, he beat him every round. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what the judges are looking for.
So where does Wilder go from here? Do you think? Where does Wilder go from here?
I think he should still fight. There's still some interesting fights from out there. Like, I think AJ would be a good fight for him. I reckon he'd probably beat AJ, to be honest. Well, saying that, like, if not if it gets to the later rounds, but he could knock him out in the first kind of 4
If it gets to the later rounds, you've seen how fucked Joshua gets up.
True, aye. So it'd be an interesting fight. It'd be good.
But you think Wilder would fight him?
I don't know. I don't think it's over for him necessarily, but he's got to accept defeat now. You can't be like coming up with excuses. Like, I would obviously I respect him as a fighter, because anyone who gets in there and does that, you know what I mean? Like, you've got to give him that respect, but I would respect him a lot more if he just came out and says, oh look, I got beat by the better man.
Why is someone not advising him?
Just have some like sportsmanship about you, and nowadays I would I would admire him a lot more if he did that.
His trainer will be sacked in the morning.
I hear that.
He'll be with Steve Bruce in the
You
goal queue.
can't use the excuse about the costume this time. He's saying that, you never know, I probably will.
I don't know, that chain he had on looked a bit heavy, mate.
I don't know. And I even seen...
He had a nice mask on.
I even seen before the fight they were fully like scrutinising Fury's gloves, weren't they?
Aye.
So there can't be any doubts now that you just got fucked up.
Aye, wait. Fury told them to make sure they caught the knuckle duster this time.
So what next for Fury, do you reckon?
Oh, wait, maybe he's got to fight Usyk, like.
Aye, Usyk's got the rematch.
But then the commentators were saying, how about the fourth one?
Aye.
No, let me just put in the bed, like, need more of that.
While we're on that, like at the end when, obviously after there was a knockout and there was no denying it the winner, one of the judges says, the American judge, what you were on about before, how they always kind of favour Wilder, they were saying, oh yeah, it was very close up until that point, until the knockout. It says Fury was winning, just, but it was very close. I was thinking, what fight are you watching?
And then he's saying, do we need a fourth one? No, mate, no.
I don't want to see a fourth one, I kind of gone through that every time.
There's not a fourth one. No way.
Aye. So what do you reckon next for Fury? So I know you said the Usyk thing, but AJ's got to fight Usyk. They've got a rematch clause, haven't they?
Hopefully.
Imagine AJ beats him.
Aye, and then Fury and Joshua can finally have. But that'll have to be a rematch, will it not?
What if
AJ was to beat Usyk?
Maybe. I don't know how it works with your mask clauses. Like,
Aye.
could you just be running in circles forever, wouldn't you?
Aye, that's the thing. Ruiz beat Joshua, and obviously got the AJ got the rematch, and then Joshua beat him, and Ruiz never got the rematch.
You know what though? Usyk and Fury would be an interesting fight.
Oh, I would. Like watching a game of chess.
I would be.
Aye.
I would like to see, nowadays it's exciting heavyweight division. I want to see all these fighters fight each other.
Aye, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
it would be nice if there was just one division, like one belt. Sorry.
Aye. I would like to see Fury unify them all. Like,
Nah.
Fury unify all the belts and then retire on top, undefeated. That would be the dream, wouldn't it?
Oh, I agree, fully agree. Like, can you imagine, like, if he does, even now though, but can you imagine the Hollywood blockbuster film they're going to make about Fury's life, man?
There'll be a whole Rocky series sort of thing called The Gypsy King.
So good, man. But I don't know what else we can say about it.
An exhilarating fight, thoroughly entertained from start to finish. One of the best heavyweight fights I would say I've ever seen in terms of just being thoroughly entertained and like it was going to go either way at any point. Although Fury was winning on points, you kind of counting out that knockout shot from Wilder, and he nearly did it a couple of times. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, notice at one point in that fight, I thought Fury's gonna get done. Yeah, like when he got knocked down, I thought shit, the momentum's going to shift here and Wilder's going to do him. But,
it's awful to watch, isn't it, man? You really don't want that to happen, and it's happening, and you're like, oh fuck me.
I was a nervous wreck.
So that what's it called? Finishes off nicely. So
I think that
sums it up nicely.
And that kind of ties up this episode.
It does. Didn't we say if you have one spare second in your life, will you just click subscribe? Help us out a bit.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone who's actually subscribed so far as well. I think we're nearly on 100, aren't we?
Something like that.
So yeah, if you like my videos, please subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated.
Any questions and all, or any advice, wouldn't gonna miss.
And yeah, just thanks again for all your support.
Cheers.
Signing out. Done. Sweet. Oh, I'm clapping. I've already stopped the recording.
You get this easy.
Somebody. How long was that?
Oh, perfect.